What is up, guys? Welcome. Let me check my mic real quick. Oops. Oh, yep, we're good. Well, what is up, guys? Welcome, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you guys are at. Hope you guys are having a great day. So I told you we were having an early stream today. We're still going to do our normal stream later on, but we are having an early stream because we are going to be getting some important numbers that are going to be dropping here in about 13 minutes. So Muhammad number 1, Larry's number 2. Art man, what's going on, bro? What's going on? BP said number 3, but you are really number 4, but you're hype man, so you're number 1, bro. Jay, what's going on? Jordan, what's going on? Mr. Val, Cowie in the house. Rodney, what's going on, bro? Jordan said, how are you doing, guys? Let's make some money. Let's do it. That's what we're all here for, right? BP said your sound was fine, your mic is fine. I don't know what Buddy was saying yesterday, but you were loud and clear. And I think after Buddy said something and you tried to request, you made yourself a little distorted. Oh, okay. How do I sound now? The mic might be too turned up now. Audio is perfect. All right, good. All right, perfect, guys. So before we get some numbers, let's jump into a couple things here. Something big. Well, let's explain why are we here today, guys. We're here every day, right, to get money. But why are we here today, particularly this morning? Well, it's morning in the States. Why are we here? Well, the GDP numbers, the growth rate, second quarter is basically going to be dropping in the next 10, 11 minutes. And what's going on is it's forecast to be 1.3%. Previous quarter, we came out 3.4. Now, to explain the numbers a little bit, the GDP is basically how much the economy, the U.S. economy, has grown. They measure it via quarterly. So normally, what you want to see is a slow but steady pace of growth, right? So the last GDP numbers, we grew 3.4%, right? Well, they're forecast to say that this time around, we only grew by 1.3% as an economy. So normally when that happens, it could be possibly negative towards the market. But remember what I was saying yesterday was that sometimes, actually a lot of times, especially after COVID and stuff, we were noticing that bad numbers for the economy, other than maybe like inflation, bad numbers for the economy were actually good for the markets, right? Bad news equals good news for the markets. It's kind of a little bit out there, a little wonky, but that's what I was telling you guys. As of yesterday, I was like, I don't know what we're going to expect, right? It's one of those times where, if it was inflation, I can tell you guys, what if these numbers come out, what we're going to see. Well, with this, with the forecasts and what they're predicting and stuff like that, we really don't know what we're going to see. And that's really kind of sums up what the market's been doing for the last few days and really for today. For Bitcoin, you can see we are at around 67,952 to be exact. We did drop all the way down to about 67,100. And like I said, we're looking at the daily. It's been up and down for the last, for the last few days, but really since last night, it's been really just teeter-tottering up and down. And you can see this kind of wave that we have. We are basically running, and what's crazy is that trend line that I have. Look at the trend and look at the 200-day. It's literally, they're running parallel right now. So you can see the 200-day is basically our trend, where this is on the 2-hour that we're bouncing for Bitcoin. So let's see what's happening. Like I said, we have literally 9 minutes until the numbers come out. Jay just said, are you going to put a long or a short? Jay, I'm so happy that you asked, bro. So right now, I actually did open up a small, you guys know, something so small. It's so petty. I was like this morning or before the stream, I was like, I just want to open something up for you guys. So I actually, Jay, and be careful, don't mimic exactly what I'm doing, bro. But I did open up a long. I opened up a long for Solana a little while ago at around the 166.50, somewhere around there. And you can see I'm up technically about 5% as of now. Now, I am expecting this thing to go up and down until the numbers pop. The reason why I went with a long, and the reason why I went with such a small amount was because, like I said, right now, if you're like, Crip, are we going up or down after those numbers? I can't tell you. I really don't know, right? So with the uncertainty, I'm not going to come in here and throw, $1,000 on a leverage trade and get liquidated, so I'm just not going to do it, right? But the risk is so much there. Like if I was to open up that 1,000 and let's say these numbers come out and we pop, that could be a few $1,000s you can make in a few hours, right? So it's there. But the reason why I went, Jay, with a long was because I was watching the markets. This was a few, like about an hour ago. I'm watching the markets and I noticed that we bounced off the 200 and we were kind of looking like we wanted to move up. So what that gave me the impression is that if we do see the forecast numbers that they're expecting, I think it's going to be one of those times, like I was saying, bad news for the economy, good news for the markets, for crypto particularly. So I just went ahead. I was like, you know what? Let me just open up something small since I'm not too sure. You guys know I usually like to have logic behind any kind of trades that I open up. Well, there wasn't much behind it this time, so I was like, you know what? Something very small just to kind of have some fun. Like I say, I use leverage trading as like if I'm going to the casino and I'm just going to go and have some fun, throw a little bit of money. If I lose that money, I'm not going to lose any sleep, right? So that's where I'm at, Jay. But if, like I said, just be careful trying to mimic anything because I don't want you coming after me later on like, bro, I threw $1,000 on a long, bro, just like you, and I lost it. I don't want you coming after me like that. So, and if you guys are interested in leverage trading, we cover leverage trading. Leverage trading is very dangerous. Disclaimer, very dangerous, but I feel like with guidance, right? And this is what we cover as in our members only stream. We cover this weekly. Every weekend we have a members only stream. And this is what we pretty much cover. So if you guys are interested in at least just figuring out what is leverage trading, maybe just dabbling a little bit, I think it's fun. It's fun to, especially when you throw in $50 and you like literally within an hour, you 5x your money. It's fun. And I've seen pictures, people are sending me in the Discord, which I'm going to post here in a minute, the link. But people will post pictures and stuff. They're like, Crip, 700% up on their leverage trading. I'm like, bro, that's freaking amazing. That is amazing. And I'm talking about 700% on like $500,000 buy-ins on their positions. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, you're killing it over there. Let me post in the I'm gonna post in the chat the Discord. Let's see here. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are interested in just being a better trader all in all, make sure you guys hit that join. It's only $5 to join, and we are actually having a we're having an airdrop for our native token coming up here in the next I'd say less than 2 weeks. Let me see here. All right, I just dropped it in the I just dropped the Discord in the chat. W's in the chat. So yeah, that's what I'm running with. Like I said, look, we were just up 10%. Now we're only up about 4.3% right now. So I'm expecting some up and down movement for right now. But just gambling, pretty much like thinking, the markets look like they want to jump up. So let's see what we're gonna do. Now, real quick, let's jump in because we do have about 5 minutes until the numbers are released. Look at NFK, guys. If you guys have been following the channel, you already know. This is our baby. This is our native token for the channel, No FUD Koala on Solana. We are up 66.25% as we speak. Our liquidity is literally knocking on $100,000 door. And you know what other door we're knocking on? That $1 million market cap. We're literally knocking on that $1 million market cap. We have been running 66%, but if you really think about it, where we've just come from, right, to where we're at, we're up like 300, 400% right now. Like something absolutely insane. So shout out to the whole community. Make sure, not financial advice, but guys, listen. You guys know we have so much going on, and I freaking forgot to put the website up here. But we have a lot of big things dropping, right? Can't spill the beans, but you guys know, especially if you're in the Discord, you know we have big things coming. We've been dropping crazy things weekly, daily, but what I'm pretty much saying is hold the line. I'm telling you, don't get those paper hands. Diamond hands, hold strong. Like I said, we're running this thing up $50-100 million. We're not stopping. We're going to be getting listed on some big exchanges down the future. I can already feel it. With everything that we have going on, we have an enormous, obviously we have the best dev team, but we have an enormous marketing team that we've basically, that are on our squad now that we've been paying, and they have our website pretty much about to be built. They have a big marketing campaign that we're going to be, like I said, tackling as far as social media across the whole board. I mean, just you name it. Not only are we going to be just, doing our normal advertising on Deck Screener and everything else, but we're going to literally be hitting in every avenues that pretty much what I saw like PEPE and these enormous meme coins that are doing, and now they're at billion-dollar market caps, so we have big things coming down the road, and that isn't even breaking the surface on what we have. So let's see here. We have 2 minutes until we drop. Looking at the bubbles for the hour. This is the hourly for the bubbles. You guys can see it's just a mix, right? We have PEPE up 3%. Ordinals is up, looks like about 5%. But for majority of the market's kind of just sitting here. If you look at the daily, you can see majority of the market's in the red. BONK's down 15%. Not coin is pretty much the only thing that's really been running. I wonder why they've been running so crazy. Let's see here. Solana, Bitcoin right here. What is Milady right now? Is down. Let's see here. Milady's down. Nothing crazy actually. All right. So you guys remember last night I was telling you guys we kept hitting our head on that 25 mark, and you can see obviously we ran down, getting rejected from that. So we're not looking terrible. We're still holding some nice gains. Like I told you guys, I'm personally waiting till we drop. If and when we drop down towards the 17, 17.8, 17.9 area, somewhere around this area or below, is when I'm going to continue to just keep adding to the bag. So keeping an eye on it. But honestly, Milady's still on that upward trend and still looks very bullish in my opinion. So what do we have here? We have a minute and a half until the numbers drop. Let's do a quick poll real quick. I should have done it like 5 minutes ago, but let's do a quick poll. What do you guys think? We're going up or are we going down? Yeah. You have 1 minute to vote. Get your votes in. Are we going up or are we going down, guys? And real quick, make sure you guys hit those likes as well. Hit those likes for this morning stream. Let's see. We going up, we going down? And let me jump back in the chat because I know I probably missed a bunch of people here. Mohammed said make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. Rosales said he's working but he's listening. Appreciate that, bro. Audio is perfect. Jay said I sound great. No Diddy. Rodney said the same thing. Make sure you guys hit that like. Crypto James, what's going on, family? Cowie, stay holding. You already know we're holding the whole squad down. Jasmy, what's going on, brother? Asim, what's going on, brother? Kindamir, what's going on, brother? Larry. Wally, what's going up? Wally said we're heading up. Let's check. Let's see here. 13 votes. Everybody's saying we're going up. All right. So you guys are saying I should double down on my my long is what you're saying, right? Financial advice you guys are providing. We're going up. Just kidding. Let's see. They haven't dropped yet. We got like 30 seconds. All right. It should be updating. Let's see. Bitcoin's reacting. Let's see, guys. The anticipation. Come on, TradingView. Let's give us our numbers. There we are. We just made. All right, so the forecast was 1.3. We literally just hit 1.3. So like I said, guys, as far as the numbers, just explaining them real quickly, the economy, it just means, it doesn't mean anything terrible for the economy. It just means we grew at a slower pace in the last quarter. So we did meet the forecast. So let's see. Bitcoin right now is reacting positively on this news. We are running 68.2 right now. Let's check out Solana and my trade that I have open here. Let's see here. I'm up about 21% right now on this long. So let's see here. Like I said, nothing too crazy. And you know, whenever you're running up on these longs or these shorts, but you're up like crazy, you always look back and you're like, damn it, I should have threw everything I had, right? I should have threw everything I had in there. So I'm going to end the poll. It looks like we had only about 14 votes, but it is what it is. And everybody pretty much said that we're going to be heading up. So let's see. Are we going to see, I ended the poll. Let's see. Are we going to see a fake out as far as the move towards the up? Let's see, guys. Let's see. Definitely seeing some volatility right now. A lot of times, even if we're going to head up, you will see like this initial run, somewhat of a little bit of a cool off, and then you'll start seeing as we move on throughout the day, you know, as the news kind of settles in, you'll start seeing us start moving. If we're heading up today, you'll start seeing us gradually move up. You know, if we're going to be moving down, like I said, could be somewhat of a fake out here. You know, I don't think it is, but we could see somewhat of a fake out as far as the markets and really the news setting in. Is this good? Is this bad? Rosella said, can you check Ethereum? Yep, let's pull up Ethereum real quick. So Ethereum right now, let's see here. Ethereum right now sitting at around 3,756. It did bottom out at around 3,700. This looks like this was earlier this morning. So I mean, it's technically, you can see it's on an upward trend as of now. But if you really zoom out on this run that we've had, obviously the ETF news dropping, you can see we moved towards the upside on this beautiful run, and we're pretty much running right now, sitting right below our 236 right here. So you already know what I'm going to say. We need to break this 236 and we need to get right back up. On the 15 minute, let's see here. On the 15 minute, we actually just flipped. So you can see we were basically bouncing. We were hitting our head right here at the 50-day. And you can see, well, we were. It looked like we flipped, but look at the market now. Let's see. Ethereum's coming down a little bit. It ran up and hit its head on the 100-day and got rejected. So, Rawls, what's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome. So it looks like, was this a fake out? Now let's check the leverage. I should be down, I believe, right? It says I'm up 17%, but I don't believe that. Look, yep, now I'm down 1%. You guys see that? How fast it goes. As far as me being up 20%, now being down 1%. That's why I honestly, if I would have threw like $1,000, I probably would have just closed my position when I was up 20%. Took the $200 with, I mean, literally I had the thing open for, 20 minutes. So I would have took that $200 and just ran with it. But I mean, the markets, like I said, we're going to probably have up and down right now. Look, we're back up to 68,000. So we got to let this news set in. Real quick, I do want to, couple quick things. So, before we even get into this market or that chart, look at this, guys. You guys know we've been covering the Fed meetings. Look at how this flipped. I don't know what news I missed, but look at the news right here. It's saying, if you guys remember, this was so this is calling for some kind of a Fed ease. 98, almost 99%. Hold on here. Am I reading this? Oh, okay. So they did a flipperoo on me. I'm so sorry, guys. They did a little flipperoo on here. So I was wondering, I'm like, what is going on here? Okay. So 99% are calling for some kind of a pause, but it's crazy. This is what's popped up. Is 1%, which it doesn't really matter, but the fact that there's even 1% of traders out there that are thinking that they're going to increase interest rates is absolutely mind-boggling. That's craziness. For some reason, I looked at the charts immediately, and I thought that they were calling for 99% of a Fed ease on interest rates, but it looks like in this too as well. Looking at the July meeting, it looks like a lot of people right now are calling for some kind of a Fed pause, which we already pretty much understand that. But now you have this hike right here, 1% hike possible for the July. And that's insane. I mean, you would think that the hikes would be pretty much done with, but now it looks like people are considering that the Feds could actually increase interest rates one more time this year, which to me, I think that's craziness. But we'll have to see how it plays out. But I thought that was pretty interesting as far as that. And then that kind of leads to the story. Bitcoin traders warn of a pullback as U.S. inflation data looms. Dogecoin leads major slide. So crypto majors experienced a significant decline in the past 24 hours, with meme coins like Shiba and Doge leading the drop. The market is looking forward Friday to the U.S. PCE inflation data for the guidance on Bitcoin's direction, with some analysts predicting a drop as low as $60,000. So what they're calling for is that's today. So this Friday we have the PCE coming out, core PCE. It looks like what they're calling for. It looks like previous was 0.3%, and it looks like it's forecast to just meet that same. So I'm guessing what they're anticipating is that if this PCE price index percent number comes out and it's a little bit hotter than we want, you might see, somewhat of a negative reaction in the market. So that's going to be this Friday, which is technically tomorrow. I'm all thrown off this week because of Memorial Day and stuff like that. I forgot tomorrow is already Friday. So make sure you guys are slapping those likes. We got 30 people in here and under 20 likes. What the hell is going on here, guys? Donald, what's going on? So if you guys are just tuning in, we did get the GDP numbers, and we just basically matched the forecast at 1.3%. The markets right now, I think they don't really know what the hell they want to do. But I will say, if you really look at Bitcoin, you guys can see somewhat of a W pattern forming right here. Let me see if I can draw. You guys can see somewhat of a W pattern. Looks like it's painted out. Now this isn't set in stone, but this could play out towards the upside briefly, running up towards around 69,000. But with the fact that we have the PCE report now coming out tomorrow, we might see some short-lived gains as far as us running up and then possibly us coming right back down, because there's more uncertainty for this week, right? So with that being said, with my long open right now, which is nothing crazy, right? I'm up 10%. I might end up closing this out here soon, just because I feel like the markets might continue to have that volatility going into tomorrow, as far as just the uncertainty of more data coming out, unfortunately. So Raul said, do you think we can break all-time highs for NFK? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I mean, the fact that we just basically came down, built this foundation, put in all that money into liquidity, and now you can see us running up. I think that we're going to, we're going to have bumps on the way up, right? We're going to have bumps, especially, you look at the charts right now. And if anybody's tuning in, this is our native token, No FUD Koala, traded on Solana. You can see we're up 66%. We're literally right at that $1 million, not far from that $1 million market cap. As we move up, you had a lot of people that have been buying in, right? And maybe we have now, 200 wallets open. So we have a lot of people, majority are going to be everybody that's in the Discord, right? But as we keep bringing in new investors, you're going to see people come, and they're going to have paper hands, right? They're going to come in, make their little $50 or their $100, whatever the case is. So you're going to see, as we move up, especially when we start getting towards these highs, these all-time highs, you're going to see paper hands, right? But I'm telling you right now, for these small gains, they're going to regret it. They're going to regret it because they're going to sell off. Like I said, they're going to make their small gains. And these all-time highs, eventually when we're down the road, 6 months down the road, and we're all the way up here, we're going to be looking back at the chart. Like, you guys remember, all when we were way down here? So selling, in my opinion, selling even when we hit $1 million market cap is going to be so petty compared to when we're up at $50-100 million. So to answer your question, I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to break all-time highs. We're easily going to break all-time highs. How high are we going to go? That's the question. 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, who knows, right? So that's why I just say to everybody, especially our squad, just hold the line, diamond hands, trust in the process. That's really what it is. If you guys notice, we were having all these swings when we first dropped. Obviously, we didn't have the liquidity that we do now, right? So we have our foundation so much stronger, but on top of that, we have so much confidence because of what the devs are doing, right? Because of what the marketing team's doing, because of the roadmap that we have set up, and the fact that we keep actually hitting our goals and doing what we say we're going to do, right? You have massive confidence in the community, and that's what you need as a project. You need confidence, and that's why you're not seeing big swings anymore. That's why you're not seeing big sell-offs. You're seeing massive inflows of people coming in and eating up and basically just buying big amounts of NFK because of the confidence that we have as far as with the community. So, and yep, we have our website dropping here soon, and like I said, that's going to be that's going to be breadcrumbs compared to what we actually have in store. Can't spill the beans, but big things coming. So let's see here. Checking on my long, I am up 17%. Like I said, if I would have threw in like over 1,000, like 1,000, 2,000, I probably would have already sold at the 20% mark when we were up, because like I said, that would have been me making $400 within 30 minutes. I don't know where else you can go for 30 minutes and work and make $400, so that's how I like to do. I like to stick and move. Like right now, I'm up 23%. It's nothing crazy, right? It's nothing much. I'm not really up nothing because I didn't throw in much, but I'm going to keep an eye on it because I probably will. Oh, it looks like we've come up and we're hitting our head right here. So I might end up just closing out and seeing how it works. Yeah, I'm going to end up just closing this out just for the hell of it and taking that 20% gain. So let's see. I told you guys I was going to be saying, man, I should have freaking threw in a lot more money. Should have thrown in a lot more money. But just to show you guys what I do with my leverage trading and how I do it, right? I'm not greedy with it. A lot of times when I'm confident, I don't really usually leverage trade much whenever we have these big days like today. But whenever I'm pretty confident, you will see me throw in $500, $1,000, maybe even sometimes more. And like I said, I just stick and move. I'll make that quick 100, 200% gain, and then I'm out, right? I don't even look back and I'm like, oh man, I could have made money, right? So, but I mean, that was a decent play. Made 20% off that move just to prove that, what we do with our leverage trading and what we do as far as our members only streams, majority of the time it works. So. Well, you guys were correct. Everybody in the that voted earlier, we had a poll saying, "Are we going up? We going down?" Looks like the W pattern's playing out. We definitely the markets are reacting positively, so definitely looks good. And with Solana getting back up to these numbers, our market cap's going to probably climb with it, just because we have $100,000 in Solana, so it's going to move up with it. So. Philly said, damn, this is early. I told you we were coming in early today, bro. I told you this on last night's stream. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit those likes, hit those subscribes. Hit the subscribe only once, right? You don't want to hit the subscribes. You want to hit it once, right? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, because we normally are streaming at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we still will be doing that as well. So let's look at the hourly on the bubbles. You guys can see, look how fast everything flipped. Look how fast everything flipped. Looks like Notcoin is now not doing so good. You get that, pun intended. And you can see the rest of the market right here just flipped. Floki, WorldCoin, right? That's WorldCoin. Yep, WorldCoin. PEPE's back up 3%. Basically, the whole market right now is slowly but surely reacting positively on the GDP news. So still for the day, we are technically in the red, and Notcoin is in the green. We'll flip that over. Let's look. So we have Bitcoin doing decently well. Let's look at anything else that's moving right now. So real quick, guys, remember I've been screaming that I've been wanting to buy in on karate. Look at this. This thing freaking shot up like crazy. So this weekend, we have a big fight on Karate Combat that's going to be coming up. I don't know if George is going to be streaming live. I am George. I think he has one of his fights because, you know, he's got like a little fighting league going. So George is teamed up with this project, Karate Combat, that's trading on HBAR. This is a DeFi project on HBAR, but it's like a crypto UFC. So I told you guys I've been wanting to buy in. I haven't bought because my HBAR wallet was giving me issues. You know, so it was giving me issues as far as sending funds over and stuff. So I was never able to really buy in. But you guys can see this thing has jumped up 20% in the last day because in 2 days, this Saturday, there's going to be a Karate Combat fight. So we'll have to look and see where it airs. Sometimes George will have them on his stream. So Asim said Milady's not reacting good. Let me see. I mean, she's doing good, bro. She's not doing terrible. Before the news came out earlier, I mean, the whole market was kind of dropping. What you're seeing is that you're not seeing a big reaction from Milady, right? But I mean, we're really not seeing a big reaction, period. Bitcoin has moved up slightly, right? Bitcoin slightly moved up about 1-2% in the last like hour or two. But I mean, if you really think about it, the rest of the market, even Solana is still down 0.5%. You know, so Myro's down 5%, PEPE's down 3%. Let's see here, BONK is down 6%. So right now, Milady is down 4%. She's really not doing terrible. She's not doing terrible. Give her some time, bro. Give her some time. If the markets are going to start reacting positively today, you might see Milady start moving back towards the upside. So she doesn't look terrible. She doesn't look terrible. We covered BlackRock surpasses Grayscale yesterday. Let's see here. Close that long position. NFK up 66%, looking great. Bitcoin forming a W pattern right now at 68,200, looking fantastic as well. And like I said, the rest of the market really is kind of, starting to positively react, and I wouldn't be surprised. Now, we do have the market opening coming up at 9:30. I'm curious to see what that's going to look like as far as how the market's going to open up. Who knows as of now what's going to happen, but the way it looks is it looks like Bitcoin is doing decent. So hopefully, because obviously when the stock market and all that stuff opens up, ETFs, you're going to see outflows of ETFs. Hopefully we'll see a nice inflow for ETFs today for the market. So we'll have to see how that is. And then remember, tomorrow unfortunately we have freaking more stuff coming on. The core PCE, I'm not really familiar too much with the core PCE on what the hell exactly the numbers all mean, but we'll see. We're obviously forecast to come out 0.3%. Our previous was at 0.3%, so we'll see. And I'll do a little research on that for tonight's stream on what we want to see in the market for tomorrow. So, but listen, guys, other than that, just a short stream today. We will be back tonight later at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys hit that like on your way out. Make sure you guys, I got orders for you guys today. Make sure you guys keep the momentum running. We haven't even hit $1 million market cap for NFK. I'm telling you guys, $50, $100 million, we're right around the corner. Right around the corner. Someone was asking me, is it still a good time to buy? I'm like, bro, it's an excellent time to buy. Do you not see a future? We're gonna be killing it. So right now is the best time to just keep accumulating. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much. Have a great, productive day today. I hope you guys get as much money as possible, and I will see each and every one of you guys in the next few hours, a little later at around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Like I said, have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys a little later, all right? See ya.